is CNN Breaking News.
In a forceful display of the assertive machismo which won him the election, third-grade class president Allan Dunwhich demanded his teacher accept alternative facts on a recently graded test.
I am tired of you shoving mainstream curriculum down our throats,
The student exclaimed after jumping from his seat. The student, who gained popularity amongst low-performing students by supporting the racist vitriol, accused the teacher of lying to fellow students in an attempt to co-opt their freedom. Dunwhich claimed that the test, which contained material that had been taught at the front of the class by the teacher, was a conspiracy by the faculty against the white students who still make up the majority of the classroom.
You are an entrenched member of the school establishment and you can be driven out to make this classroom great again,
He shouted at the underpaid teacher who holds a master's degree in education. The teacher, who he claims is working to fail students who place little value on their education and opt to participate in team sports instead of educational after-school programs, could lose her job if most of the students don't score well on standardized tests because the union organized in her school district, where more students are attending charter schools, was forced to make concessions during contract negotiations. The class president, who identified the state bird as baloney, said the teacher was a perpetrator of
great crimes
against the class.
You've heard our once great classroom for the last time,
Said the third grader, who lost points on the test for using worldliness, as well as excessive exclamation points to fill space in an answer to a free response question. He blamed the teacher for taking away building blocks, installing a scratchy rug in the reading corner, and replacing lunchroom brownies with a la carte, a phrase he will describe as gay as he nears puberty. All of the decisions were made by the district, not the first-year teacher, Miss Olivia Wick, but his supporters ignored the fact even though she provided supporting evidence multiple times. His supporting students cheered as he railed against the teacher who had not accepted fruit roll-ups as an acceptable answer for a type of vegetable that can be grown in the backyard. The other students doodled, chuckled, or stared at the ceiling uncomfortably, wishing for a viable alternative during his tantrum. He described the low grades he and his supporters received, or earned, as the teacher described as
bull poopy.
They didn't expect to be playing with toy trucks and reciting the alphabet still, did they?
the 24-year-old teacher said.
We've come a long way since preschool. Things have changed, and the curriculum is geared toward more modern concepts. I thought they'd be excited to learn about technology, especially since it will make their working lives much safer and put less strain on their bodies. I don't mean to be harsh because they're only in third grade, but Allan and his supporters have to grow up.
After ending his tirade, Allan spent the remainder of his class shouting,
Wrong!
after students answered questions regardless of the accuracy of their responses. Miss Wick could do little more than ask him to quiet down because his father sits on the school board.
Freedom? There ain't no fucking freedom!